if they have struck a deal with Tony Abbott, then what I think we need to see, the two big conditions for us was that we're going to see some investment in public transport infrastructure. And the second thing is just to recognise that it does impact on people on low incomes and that there needs to be some compensation for that. And so they were really the conditions around which I was talking to the Prime Minister. If you are going to introduce fuel indexation, then you do need to make sure that poor people are looked after, and you can do that by compensating them for the increase in the cost of fuel. And I think the other thing is to make sure that you invest in the sort of transformative infrastructure we need, public transport. Those things are really critical. I know we sort of get caught up in the day-to-day politics and who does what and who says what. The barometer for me is what's the actual outcome, and whether it's the Greens who have put that on the agenda, whether it's the Labor Party, the Liberal Party, in the end it's what's the right policy outcome. The right policy outcome here is if we're going to introduce fuel indexation and raise the price of petrol, then we've got to compensate people who are on lower incomes, and we've got to make sure we drive that transformation. Oh, well, that was part of the condition, part of the negotiations we're having with the government. So I'm not sure that the deal's done yet with the Labor Party. If it is, I hope that's what they've achieved, because I think that's really critical, and I think that the investment in public transport's also critical. Well, I think you've probably got where I was going, Neil. I'm going to walk from the studio, and I suspect I'll be having a conversation with the PM or someone in his office. My default position is this: that you trust somebody until they dudge you, and then if they dudge you, you know what you're dealing with.